That's our stick.
Okay, so we're live. Hi there, Susan Batchelder here. Boom. See, I did it.
We did it.
Here we are, another episode of Hangout with Mentors. Every Wednesday night we show up. It used to be for years, actually, if I go back, maybe even 5 years now, at 9 o'clock p.m. Wednesday nights. We've switched to 8 o'clock p.m. We're happy to be here. It's tricky to switch times, but we're here anyway on purpose. So, Hangout with Mentors is an episode that we have weekly. We discuss techniques, strategies. Sometimes it's thought provoking. It's always in some sort of dynamic conversation. And it is content that is, the intention is for it to be evergreen content that you can apply to your business, sometimes your life and your business. And often it's something, strategies or techniques that you can put into action right away. Right now, we've been doing a series of social media because it's such a huge part of our online marketing, and I'm expanding the three magic R's: our reach, resonance, and relatability. And so instead of switching back and forth, we decided to do an entire series of social media. So tonight is another piece of that social media portion. And what we're going to specifically talk about tonight is expanding your social media connections on purpose. So we're going to talk about the importance of connecting with your target audience and how to use Facebook and Instagram as actual search engines. How to find your target audience. How do you find your target audience in these platforms? Why not? I'll go back with a little story before we get into it, but when I first started using Facebook, for example, this was back in 2012, and I was told to just friend as many people as possible. That's how I was trained. That's what I was told. Just gather connections, gather friends. Nothing, no strategy, nothing. And then the next strategy was find pages. So, for example, Eric Worre, GoPro, that's somebody that the people that follow him and engage on his page would be potential prospects and candidates, right? Well, that one in of itself is a good strategy. But what if those people are not going to relate or resonate with you and your content? So there's some specific things that you can do to get more focus, because what good does 5,000 connections on Facebook or 11,000 followers on Instagram do if they're not the kind of people that will relate with you, your personality, whatever content, product, or service that you're sharing, right? It just doesn't make sense. Just doesn't make sense. So before I dig into the strategies, I'm actually going to do some screen sharing if I can keep my wits about me. But Tammy, do you want to talk on that? Like the kind of like, let's compare black and white, the value of connecting with and building relationships with people that are actual good candidates that will relate with what you're sharing.
Yeah, well, it's really important time-wise because you'll get really frustrated if you use that one method that Susan's talking about. And I'm smiling as she's saying that because
that's what we were taught.
That's what we were taught. And in fact, when her and I met, we were actually messaging back and forth in a Facebook Messenger, and we were saying, this is ridiculous. We'll never want to do Facebook messaging ever again. And we're like, if we get taught this, and we're never going to teach that method, and that's exactly it. Like, people will literally teach that method she just said, friend everybody. What happens too with that is you'll get people really, really upset with you. And the other thing is you'll get actually put in Facebook jail, believe it or not, because you're trying to friend too many people at once, and you're messaging people that just simply don't want to talk to you about what you have to talk about. So it's really super important. And as you guys see, and I'm just going to say this, we sponsor many people a day, 1 to 2. Sometimes 5, up to 5 people a day. So we're actually walking the talk, doing what we're teaching here. So I've been doing Facebook marketing, and as I've said before, Facebook to me is like a big check. So, so listen to what Susan has to say, because it's really going to change your business. And people ask us all the time, you know, how are you guys sponsoring? How are you guys sponsoring? Well, we're using exactly what we're doing here. We're going to talk about that tonight. Okay. So I think that's what I want to add so far.
Thanks, Tammy. And welcome, Rob. We
Hi,
really
Rob.
should have hangoutwithmentors.com.
Yes. I know
It makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes, we should. I was wondering about that.
That's where I was going. I'm like, what? I mean, it's not like I've been here. I haven't been here like every week for the last 15 months, you know. So I kept going there. I'm like, somebody changed it. What's different? So I'm on Hangout with Mentor. So,
that is funny. It's good. It just shows we're all human, right?
Yeah.
We are all human. So did you come on in time to hear like what we're talking about, the topic?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And we'll use Instagram and Facebook to demonstrate that we can use it as search engines to find the right people. So
this would be a valuable.
Yeah, and you can even you can chime in on what you do on Instagram. Welcome, Jim. I've muted you because I'm just about to cover the actual content, and then I'll unmute you and you can engage or ask your questions, okay? Oops, you're still muted. I'll unmute you. What were you saying, Jim?
Yeah, no, I'm traveling. I'm 2,300 miles so far here in the last few days. Class reunion and back in Vincennes, Indiana, and now I'm back to Wintergreen. Rob knows where that place is at. Just relaxing, and we slept almost all day today because we were so tired. That driving just wears you out, you know.
Traveling does wear you out, yeah.
Oh yeah. So we're going home tomorrow. I'll be back home tomorrow, and looking forward to reconnecting with some folks. I've been traveling down the road.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to cover these strategies here, so I'll mute you while I'm doing that, Jim, and then
Sure.
You can come on out afterwards. Okay. So I think I'll start with the screen share to just demonstrate how we can do the searches. And please do comment and interact if you have questions, or actually give me some ideas to search. Give me some keywords. Who is your target audience? Who do you follow? Just type it in the chat, please. And Edwin, welcome. Dale Ann, Keith, welcome everybody. Okay, I'm on the right page, so I'm going to screen share. Can you see my screen, Tammy?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. So then everybody else must. Just going to slide over my mic. Okay, so you're on your home page on your Facebook, and you go into the search bar, and you type in real estate.
Real estate investing.
Yes, and that's a good point, Tammy. So you can start with real estate. What's going to come up is pages, different real estate people, maybe real estate firms, etc. So pages is going to come up. Groups is going to come up. Posts from friends to do with what you've typed in there. Marketplace is really coming out. So if it's a topic or a person or something that's relative to marketplace, then that'll be a place that you look. And then featured posts. It's even going to give you articles, and then public posts.
Right.
Comment in the box. Let us know if you think that that's valuable, or if maybe you've never thought of doing that. Even that one step.
It's brilliant, actually.
To reach out and connect with people that you are wanting to find. That itself right there is powerful.
Yeah, just look for real estate investors or real estate guys. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and give me any other ideas. I am not joking. I said it jokingly, but I'm not joking. My brain is
How
on.
about you could go for independent insurance agents.
Okay,
I've
thank you.
gone for more of a niche before, Susan, and I go into groups. I get added, and then I will comment in there. I do like Ron LeGrand, or the recent real estate event that I went to was, and I'm in there all the time now, like commenting, and they friend me.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Rob. Brain freeze. Independent investors.
Insurance.
Oh,
Yeah. Independent insurance agents. Yeah.
Agents.
No, not investors. Yeah, agents.
Agents.
Mm-hmm.
Or agents, either way. Yep. There you go.
That pops up.
So you're going to get people.
Oh, you got to spell it right, unless it already did. I think maybe it did.
Oh, it's searching. Yeah, it's searching for the correct spelling.
Okay.
It knows. See, it knows Susan needs spelling corrections. So it just does it.
I did the same thing. I flipped stuff around.
Yeah. And groups, and you don't, like, just like Tammy said, you maybe don't want to get lost in groups, etc. But groups can be very dynamic and interactive, a great place to find people. You don't want to spend too much time on here, but if you did, and if you've been at our other Facebook training, all of social media should be done in 15-minute blocks and very organized. So this might be something you'd want to do for 15 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. Do some searches and find some new contacts on purpose that would be potential strong candidates for what you are offering.
Yeah.
I just did a quick search. People who like Napoleon Hill.
There you go.
Guess who came up?
Who?
You did.
Of course. People who like, or people who have read. So you can do the people who and whatever topic you want. Do you see what already is coming up? Network marketing. Snow, don't even say that word. It's going to start coming down any minute now.
Yeah,
Fitness,
really don't.
Makeup, yoga, so you can even let it give it time or give it space, let it trigger some ideas in you. And what I would suggest for this, let me just stop screen share for a minute. What I would suggest for this is if you have a separate document or a separate piece of paper or journal where you start either making lists, however your brain works. I do mind maps. So let me see. I must have a mind map right here. This is what helps me process things, is I literally create a map, and then it helps me lead to the next idea, and then I do a summary of it. So maybe you need to create a document or a journal where you're really figuring out who your best connections would be, who your target audience would be, and then do those searches and reach with and connect with people on purpose that would add value to your social media, or that would be potential candidates that are going to buy your product from you. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to connect on purpose to make a sale, to build our business. So be laser focused on the people that you connect with. So what do you do when you connect with them? This dips back into some of the other training, but you send them a friend request, you go through their page, go through their profile, look at their content, engage in their content, and then send them a message. Now, whether you're typing in the box, or whether you pick up your phone, press the microphone and say hello, humanize it as quickly as possible. Hi there, I'm looking to connect with more independent insurance agents, and so I found you. Would you like to connect? Or whatever language would come organically to you. Just organically reach out and connect with them, start the conversation. Just as simple as that. Anything to add on that point?
No,
Nope.
I surprised someone the other day when they're like, oh, wow. So the messaging, always works, always has. And in fact, he joined, right, Isaac? So it works.
Yeah.
All the stuff that we're teaching, it works.
Yeah. This is a strategy that we use all the time. So help me with another, let's not do people, but a keyword, kind of like Napoleon Hill.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
You
one.
get a screen share again. I can
Frank
see you,
Kern.
not your screen. Are you showing your screen?
Oh, whoops. But it just didn't like, I told it to share.
Eric Worre.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
There you go. Val.
People who like Bitcoin. Sorry, I'm on that. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
People who want Bitcoin.
Eric Worre followers,
Mm-hmm.
featured posts, videos. Do you see how smart, how intelligent the search engine really is?
Yeah.
It even prioritizes the order that they share it with you.
Oh, Diane Hackman. I never thought about her. I've done that before with searches.
There you go. And so it's not even the people that are directly like Eric Worre himself or whatever person you choose, but you're also going to get names of other people that are following,
Sure.
commenting. How powerful is that?
Pretty powerful.
So then, okay, I'm going to go to one of his posts. So we're on Network Marketing Pro, Eric Worre's page. So what do you do then? You scroll down, look at the content. You like something.
Yeah, I always go down.
Go ahead and engage on it. You want your presence showing. There's 130 people liked this post before I did. 130 people that also follow Eric Worre. You know all those notifications that you get?
You're going to see Susan's notification, all the 130 people.
130 people.
Yeah.
Then quickly read through the comments, and if there's something that you can relate to with one of them, like the comment. You can even engage directly with that person or add your own comment. All the people that have liked and commented on this post, excuse me, are now going to get a notification with not just your name. And this is where the previous social media trainings come into play too. Remember, we talked about the importance of having your profile set up, your picture, that's your face. So every time they get a notification, they see your name in print, visual, they read it, they see your picture beside your name, your face, your name. Then they're going to go check the notification possibly. They're going to see what you wrote. Hopefully it was something interactive and intelligent. Maybe it was funny. It was some way that you're attracting them to you. They may engage back with you, and the relationship builds on. So use it as a search engine. You're going to connect with target audiences.
Good.
Darren Hardy, Gloria, yeah, exactly. Like it isn't the options of what you can search for and who you can search for are limitless. Just start appreciating Facebook as literally a search engine.
I know a few times I use it when I get a new lead coming in. I'll put the email address in there to see if they're actually part of Facebook or not.
Yes.
Occasionally they do pop up.
You can absolutely do that. So what Mark is saying is whatever email address that people have used to register and be a part of Facebook, you can search to find them as a person by their email address in Facebook. So and again, another proof that Facebook is literally a search engine. Now let's shift directions a slight bit. And does everybody know what tags are? Tags, T-A-G-S.
It's like a keyword, hashtag, pound sign.
Yeah, exactly. And so, okay, so Valerie, no, I'm going to type an example. So you would put the number sign first, and then whatever topic, person, or keyword that you're going to look for. So when you put that number sign in, it highlights it on another level. So you're not just looking for posts that people have used that hashtag, but it's also going to bring up that kind of content. So it works on Facebook as well, because definitely people share their posts from Instagram to Facebook, and almost all posts that people post on Instagram have hashtags.
Mm-hmm.
People use hashtags in their conversations. It's just become like kind of a general way of digital communication is to include hashtags. But it will also, by putting that hashtag there, you'll also find content with that word in amongst the content overall. So the first trigger is to find hashtags that exactly like you've typed in. It'll also find related hashtags, but it'll also search through all of the content and look for that word. So use that strategy on Facebook for searching, and also over on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how you're found on Instagram.
Yes. The hashtags you use will help other people that are using this strategy that we're talking about today. Many other people use that, so they're going to find you that way as well.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Thanks for that, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
So let's...
I use about 100. No, I'm just kidding. I usually have about 10 hashtags on Instagram at least.
Instagram, you're limited to 30.
Sorry, Rob, go ahead.
So you're limited to 30 hashtags on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, they run out of space.
So here's a strategy that I like to use and teach, is have 30 hashtags. So choose 30 hashtags that are relative to you, the people that you're looking for, the content that you share, and your product or service that you are sharing. So at least 30. And you just have those, whether it's in a document, so you could quickly copy and paste, or on a piece of paper, maybe that's on your mind map or your doodle or your list, and use somewhere between 3 and 5 of those really frequently. So those are your token keywords, your token hashtags.
Like a brand.
Yes. Yeah. And so that's one like super strong seed. You know how we plant a seed and a tree grows? That's one of the very strong seeds that will grow your brand, your attraction. So you're constantly attracting the same people. People will find you by those words. So I suggest to have 5 same, and then switch the other ones out, and you'll soon find the ones that work the best for you.
The nice thing on Instagram too is it tells you how many posts are of a particular hashtag, so you can see which ones are the most popular.
Which is really cool. Yeah. So when you're making a post on Instagram and you're typing it in, Instagram pops up how many posts are relative or that exact same hashtag. So it kind of tells you popularity, competition.
Yeah.
Wow. Unstoppable Mamas goes all the way back to 2015. It's like pages and pages. We've done hashtag Unstoppable Mamas. Do you guys ever look at that on Facebook if you want to just see that we do this stuff? It's just pages. It's endless. All the way back to 2015. I'm looking at it.
How cool is that? Do you have a suggestion of a hashtag that I should search on Instagram? Rob?
Again?
I do big ticket. I do residual income. I do passive income, affiliate marketing. Gosh, I got to look at all of them. It's almost in my head, so it's always just something that I do. Let me just find this one here. I do the company specific. I won't say them, but yeah.
So which one of those do you want me to?
You could do.
Search?
I even do home-based business or home biz. I do big ticket.
So just give me one. My brain can't.
Just one. Let's just
well,
do You want a really good one that's really hot right now? Obviously.
So what I typed there in between, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sustainable fulfillment.
Uh-huh.
These are all my posts.
Yeah.
Oops. Mark, you're sharing your screen. Can you click on stop share, please?
Let's see.
Perfect.
You could try hashtag entrepreneur.
Okay, so this is an idea of what Rob was saying. See how I'm not even finished typing in entrepreneur, and it has given me entrepreneur first of all, and it tells how many posts have that hashtag in it. That's a massive number, 22,924,
That's what I use a lot.
and then it gives you other options.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and look at the other options. So one of the, you wouldn't want to use entrepreneur very often because when people search that, look how many other posts they're going to find.
Yeah.
But you can use it to search for other people, but that wouldn't be a very good hashtag for you to use. Does that make sense? So I'm going to click on it. It's going to show you a really wide variety of different posts. And as you can see, these are all posts that have 0 engagement.
Yeah.
0.
Another one is
So you'd want to quickly, if you do want to use that, just quickly scroll through and find one that has some engagement.
Mm-hmm.
And then go check out that person.
So for sure what those are called popular hashtags. They're popular.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's more people searching that. It just means, what it does mean for sure is that there's more people obviously hashtagging that. And so if there's 22,900,000 posts, then, you know, in terms of each one of those posts is competition, if you will. So on one hand, I always hashtag, now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, I always hashtag stuff that I see that's got large numbers. However, if I think about it more now, it's probably not really right, because although it's not necessarily more people searching it, but it's more competition. Then again, you can hashtag with something that you just made up and there's nobody will ever find it. So what's the point? You know?
Exactly. So you have to find something somewhere in between.
Mm-hmm.
So you see how I typed in there work from home, for example. So work from home has 4,932 posts.
Mm-hmm.
But then it gives you ideas of more targeted. So work from home mom, work from home job, dad, mom. So these numbers would be kind of the numbers that you want to look for.
Yeah.
Work from home life.
I even do the company names. I always do company names.
So here, this first one, this has a lot of engagement. You might want to go check out who this person is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, all of these have a lot of engagement.
Well, that's some balance right there.
So as if you're choosing a hashtag to use, this might be a good one to use and to search, because if these posts are having that much engagement, maybe other people are searching them, and that might bring people to you and engage with you.
Yeah.
These are a little bit less here. So what would you do? You would click on it, see what the person wrote. Do they have engagement? Well, let's go see who this person is. Is this somebody that you'd want to connect with?
Mm-hmm.
Read the profile. Maybe check what their link is. See what their other post is. Yep, somebody I'd like to connect with. Click follow. Send them a message. You just made yourself another connection on purpose. Any questions from the audience?
I just got one question. How do you direct message on Instagram from the PC?
You don't.
You don't.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. The direct messages have to be on your phone.
Or you can buy a piece of software and do it too. But
Oh, right. There's always some sort of piece of software we can use, right, Rob?
yeah, you can Google how do I direct message on Instagram on a PC and find the software to purchase.
Yeah. But be careful with that rabbit hole because you can have so many softwares that you don't know how to use them all, forget how to log into them all, don't have time to use them all.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
Yeah, me too.
I forgot about it just the other day. I'm like, oh, that's right. I do have that one for Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. So, Rob, do you have anything to add that I've missed or to add another dimension to this or?
No, not really. I mean, Instagram's a little bit different. And so, you know, I'm much better at Instagram than I am at Facebook. And so
what's your Instagram handle so I can look you up?
The Instagram handle I have is actually
on Instagram, huh?
What's that?
We should all connect on Instagram, and it helps.
You can if you like, but it has nothing to do with affiliate marketing or make money. It's not in the affiliate marketing or make money niche at all. It's
okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can look at it. It's not like it's top secret, but it's.
Some people don't like their Instagram to be shared. Seriously, there's a lot of people that like, oh no, I'm not Instagram. You know.
Look it up if you want. It's I publish them. I've actually usually I compartmentalize stuff, but lately I'm pretty pleased with what I'm doing. So I publish a really successful magazine in the addiction and sobriety niche.
Right.
So it's called Recovery Today magazine.
Okay.
But basically, one of the things that you get there is a lot of following. It's the people will follow you back if you want to have followers. People will follow you based on content, based on your engagement, liking them. Then they'll follow you, or they're like, "Oh wow, that sounds pretty cool. I want to follow you." Or a lot of times they'll follow you back. So it's called a follow-unfollow strategy.
Yeah.
So I find people that are in my niche, and I'll follow them. And then the ones that don't follow me back, I don't follow. I unfollow them. And you just kind of build it up over time, and then you're engaged. And the main thing I think what it really comes down to is the way that it was supposed to be. Is it's all based around as good a content as you can. And Instagram's a little bit weird because it's all mostly, I don't know if you'd call it meme, if that's the right word, but I find that the things that that work the best are like 5 or 6 words, like on a pastel, some kind of second and a half mind digestion that you can look at something and go, oh yeah, I like that quote, tap tap, and then type of a deal. So
yeah,
like images that will catch their attention in an instant. And the words that Rob is talking about will be words that they can digest within a second or two and like or dislike. And then that'll bring them into your profile. If they like all of your content, they're going to engage with you.
Yeah, Instagram is weird too. The people on Instagram really, they don't seem to like anything that's commercial, looking to the thing. So they love the little motivational nuggets and stuff like that. And
lifestyle.
Lifestyle. If you're a hot girl doing yoga, or you're showing your butt, there's a lot of different stuff like that, or your fitness and things like that. It's very image based type of thing. You're going to show your weight loss and things like that. That you can go before, like a quick before and after type of thing, or somebody's got biceps or whatever it is. Those kind of things are pretty sick. And so, I'll say also there's some, mostly girls, probably guys. I'm sure there's men too, But there's some people on Instagram have really insane followings, like
I know.
5 or 6 million people. I mean,
Yeah,
you're talking about like a small, not even a small city. You're talking about a large city of a population that you post something up there, and it's like their full-time deal, and so they'll do product promotion or stuff, but it's pretty wacky, man. So it's a good piece of real estate to develop your Instagram. Develop an Instagram following, because Instagram's just going to become more and more popular, and so
it's definitely worth your time to do that, and you don't have to rush and try to build up to that 9 million followers right away. You can get great engagement with 500 and just build on it over time, like Rob said, with a specific strategy. You do this search, use the search, find new people, follow them, engage with them. If they don't follow you back, you can unfollow them, or you can just let it do itself organically. And then, but take the time to get commenting and in your inbox, because what happens, or what's been happening with me recently, is as soon as we're in the inbox, you figure out quite quickly Instagram is a little bit more fast paced, and they behave that way in the instant message as well. So whereas on Facebook, sometimes it'll be, excuse me, more conversational, longer messages. On Instagram, it's real short, sometimes 1 or 2 words. Sorry.
Yeah,
and so you can build that relationship quite quickly. And if it's someone that you right away hit it off with, you can pull them over or invite them to connect with you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really well.
Yeah, the before and after pictures, that's what I did for quite a while on Instagram. And then I'd still do that on Facebook. And it seems to really get a lot of, people stop and kind of wonder, one of those things. And they look at your profile and stuff like that. In fact, it happened today, and the lady signed up. So it works. With Instagram, though, I was just going to ask Rob, Susan, you or Rob, like, I have that software, and what's happening is I'm getting more followers. No, excuse me. How is it? It's like I have, is that me or him? Oh, it's him. Like I have more, like it's like not balanced. Like you know what I mean? Like I have, how do you do that? I was just wondering that.
It ebbs and flows. So you'll have more followers for a while, and then it will circle back and unfollow the people that haven't followed you. So
Gotcha.
it'll follow, that automated software will follow a bunch of people, and then it'll give a certain amount of time for them to follow you back. And if they don't, then it'll unfollow and keep it.
Oh, okay, cool. Because it's like 68,000 followers, and it's like always 2,000 apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jim, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I haven't got into Instagram yet. I got an account, but I have a question about the hashtags. How do you associate a hashtag to yourself? In other words, I got some hashtags I want to use that are pretty unique because of my background, and how do you make that? How do you hook that up to yourself?
Okay. Awesome question. I love it. And Edwin, I see your hand raised. I'm going to come to you right away. Let me know if you have a question or if you want to jump out with us. Okay. So Jim, let's play with that. So I'm going to type in the chat so everybody can read what we're talking about. So what do you call yourself again?
I'm a millionaire in motion.
Millionaire in
motion.
Okay. So you can take those words separately or put them together. What else do you call yourself? Because there's another term that you call yourself.
Unstoppable millionaire.
Unstoppable
veteran, I've heard too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Okay. So you can play with all of those terms.
Unstoppable Vietnam veteran.
There you go. So you can All of those are on your piece of paper or in your document, for example. So you would search or use hashtag unstoppable veteran, unstoppable by itself, and veteran by itself.
Okay.
Okay. Unstoppable millionaire, you would hashtag unstoppable millionaire. You've already done unstoppable, and then you would also hashtag millionaire. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay. So that's what you do.
Where do I post these at?
If you did use Instagram, you would, in your post, like you would post the picture, and then there's a place to put the description. You would write your little blurb. Let's go to Facebook. Let's demonstrate it on Facebook, because that's what you use.
Yeah, Facebook is my main. Facebook and Messenger is the main thing that I use right now.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. And I'm going to do a search. Let's do veteran, for example. Up comes veteran, a million. Veterans for, I can't pronounce that. Veterans, plural, Veterans Day. Do you see all the ideas that come up?
Right.
So sometimes you don't even have to have an expanded idea. Just type the one word in. It's going to help you give other ideas to either search for or use. Veteran life, veteran support, veteran suicide awareness. So all of these terms you can search, and it all started with just typing in veteran.
Okay, that's great.
So let's go over to Facebook. Oops. So for searching, just type it in, one phrase, and then maybe you've made a list of all those other phrases that you discovered over on Instagram, and you can type them all in to search, to connect with people. It's the same thing. All these different categories of posts come up so that you can go and explore these people and see if they'd be people that you want to connect with.
Okay.
Now, to answer your question of how to use them, so you're going to make a post. Maybe you've just recorded a Facebook Live, or you're uploading a video, or you're putting an image in, whatever you're doing in your post, and then you type in your words. Hanging out with these people, maybe you'd say. And then maybe you're going to post a picture of our Hangout with Mentors. And then you would put the number sign. And then you would put unstoppable veteran. Did I spell that right?
Right.
And then what is the topic? Like, what are you doing? Hangout with Mentors. And then maybe you would put a third one. And then you would hit post. And that's how you use it.
Okay.
Does that answer your questions?
Yeah, it is. The one problem I have, a lot of people that I'm in contact with are moving around like myself. And like tonight, I had trouble finding the link to get on tonight. I finally, the only way I found it was go back to one of my old email lists for Unstoppable. I put mentors in my search and found you guys. But I'm traveling, and so would it be good for you guys to post like on Facebook or send it out on an email link to all your contacts? Here's a link, because if I have to remember the number, which I probably need to save to go into Zoom, then I can't remember I don't have the number saved somewhere, so I can't click going, because I tried to open up Zoom a little bit before 8 o'clock and I couldn't find it. So is there some way we can get people better information on how to click on this link.
Yeah, absolutely. And we typically have like email it, and it was on Facebook. I'm not sure if I had the link in there properly. And we do typically send out that email, but I'm really grumpy today and I don't feel good, so I didn't do it.
I did it, and I did.
I saw the link on. I saw the link on Skype, but it wasn't a hot link, so you can't click on it. Then you got to go back and search out again.
Yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry about that.
I'm a hot link. I'm a hot link kind of hot mama.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, we typically do that, and I didn't.
It's always unstoppablementors.com, and Susan posted it in the Facebook groups yesterday. She actually updated it.
Yeah, I don't think I had the link hot in there though. That's what
you didn't have the hot link in there.
Yeah, and I usually do. And I apologize for that. Edwin, you have. Yeah, exactly.
Down the road at 70 miles an hour, it's hard to find all the links.
I know. Yeah, sorry about that.
Don't be doing
over
that.
to Edwin. Do you have a question, or do you want to come out? I'll pull you out just in case, because I'm not seeing your answer. Hope you have a shirt on. And maybe you're not at your laptop because there's no video.
Susan, I got one more question.
Okay, just hang on 1 second. I want to get to Edwin's, and I will come back to you, Jim. Edwin, Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I was trying to follow the hashtag, which you done on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
When you go in the search bar and you pull up something and you find it, you just put followed. That's when you tagging somebody. Maybe I missed something. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Sorry, what's your question?
I was trying to find out how you tag somebody. That's what y'all was going over, right, on Instagram?
Oh, yeah. What we were demonstrating and talking about was how you search to find people to connect with. So you can use a hashtag. You can either search for people, or you can search for a hashtag that's related to. So you would do real estate.
Okay.
The hashtag real estate, you would find other real estate people, or work from home, or something like that. Connect with people that are alike to you, that will relate to the content that you share, or have the same knowledge, or maybe they're wanting to shift from real estate investing and either shift out of it or add to their real estate investing, just like you are, and build their business online.
Okay, I thought you was talking about tagging people. I heard that a lot and never know how to do it. So
I think it means like when you want to tag someone into the group, like literally just you do a @ sign and then the person's name. That's how you tag a person in a post.
Yeah, but we're not.
You asked me that
okay.
on the other phone. Yeah, you
Okay.
asked me that on the phone yesterday, Edwin.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes if you just type their name, you don't even have to put the @ sign. Sometimes you need to, but as you're typing their name, it'll pop up. A box will pop up above, and you can click on their name, and that will tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Jim, do you have any other questions, Edwin?
No, that's it for right now.
Okay. Good to see you, and thanks for coming out, Edwin.
No problem.
Yeah, nice to see you, Edwin. Never met you before. I always talk to you on the phone, and nice to see your face.
Oh, that's right, Edwin. It was just you and I hanging out on all those Zooms.
Yeah, I've never seen him before.
Okay.
Where are you from, Edwin?
Harvey, Louisiana, around New Orleans.
Didn't you hear the New Orleans?
It's New Orleans.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta jump off. I gotta catch a plane in a little bit.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
All right, talk to you later. See you guys.
Rob.
Yeah.
Safe trip.
Bye.
Jim, what question did you have?
Yeah, I've tried to engage my team of folks. You know, I've got several people that are producing now, and Vicky and Shannon and Eric and a couple others like that. And how can I get them? You know, I keep posting. I send them the video of what we're doing here tonight, but how do I get them to get on this thing? Because it would be really great for them to get on here and interact and see what we're doing. And I notice we don't have that many people on here tonight, but we should have, with what we're teaching and what you guys are teaching us, we should have 150 people on this thing. So how can we increase it?
And
I think so. Yeah.
By inviting, and sometimes there has been definitely that many people. Almost always there's like between 40 and 100 watches even in the first 24 hours. But what's really cool is to have people live and interactive. So you're right. So you tell them, so I try as often as possible, I try to post the content early. And so this week I posted the content, the time, and the link on Monday. And then another reminder on the Tuesday. And then Tammy was posting it today. So if you tell all of your members always, make sure that you watch every day, at least take 2 minutes, pop into the Facebook group and check what's going on. They'll see the post, they'll see the time, and they'll see the topic, and then they'll show up.
Right.
Yeah. So just like you say,
I'm really going to work hard on making that happen because I got, Shannon said, I got a $6,500 possible coming in, and Vicky's got somebody very interested. And if they were on here tonight, then we could interact with them and say, let's get these people in, because when these, you know, the bottom line is you and I want to have people come and give us money, not produce them for their little whatever level they're in at. I want to get the upgrade level, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of that right now.
Hey, Jim, what I suggested, I believe, a couple times to you is that you need to add them into the Facebook group so that they actually see the notifications, because it's their responsibility to know when these events are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't babysit.
I have invited them, Tammy. I invited them 20 times. I checked back.
Well, that's all you need to do.
I invited them in the Skype group, and I said, please get in the Skype group. Please
you can't force them. Don't worry about it. You don't. You just can't force people. That's all.
You're welcome. Thank you, Isaac.
You know, and you can't force people to come. I mean, it's just up to them. It's their business.
Absolutely.
SW.
That's right.
Some will, some won't. So what next? And
exactly. I actually have a 9 o'clock call, guys. I got to.
If you don't join up, sorry for you. You know.
That's right. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up because we're at the top of the hour. Thank you very much for the engagement, for the questions, and for showing up. That is really powerful. So hopefully you took away some value tonight and you'll put it directly into action. What would be really cool is if you give some feedback as to, okay, I did this, or whether you were doing this strategy or not. And that's just the simplicity of searching for people to connect with on purpose in social media. So whether you were doing this before and you just kind of tweak it and add something that we talked about tonight, or whether you've never done it before and you start doing it, I would love to hear your feedback. What has it done for you? Have you found the right people? What has it caused? What has it created? Did it create a sale? Whatever it is, your feedback is really valuable, and to everybody else. So not just to me, but to everybody else. It encourages them, just like you were talking about, Jim. It's the story that we tell and the actions that we take that encourage other people to come and do the same thing. Consume the information. And the cool thing about Hangout with Mentors is we go on and discuss it for the whole hour, but really it's a bite-sized piece of information every week that you can quickly consume, put into action, and improve your life or business or both. So on that note, excuse all my coughing. Thank you for your patience with me tonight. Thank you for showing up. And thank you for those of you that joined on the panel, because it always adds some extra flavor, spice, and sometimes a little ice to the night. And we will see you again. We've switched the time to 8 o'clock. So next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I'm thinking we'll probably stay with the social media theme for a while. It's very good to have a whole series put into place so that all the new members can consume it as well. So thank you again, and good night, everybody.
Thank you, and feel better.
You're welcome.
All right.
Guys.
Good night.